All righty, hope everybody's having a good night. This is Thursday night, May 8th, 2025, 9 o'clock chat. Chief Meteorologist Ben Jones here. I hope everybody's having a great one. Good to see you. What we're talking about here is the potential for thunderstorms that could be a little bit on the strong side. So far, we haven't seen a whole lot of that. It's mainly been down to the south. That's where we're seeing the majority, as you can see behind me here, Dooley, Crisp counties, places like that. Everywhere else is kind of a wait and see. We're going to see how this goes as we go on through tonight. So let's get into it. We'll show you what we know. Again, not very active, and the models have been all over the place this week trying to figure this pattern out that we're in here, and have not done a great job with it. Yes, a chance of thunderstorms, but each time we get a new model run to come out, the timing and placement and intensity changes every time. So it ends up being something different from the time we checked. All right, so Dooley and Crisp County for right now. So heading in toward Unadilla, thunderstorm. None of this is severe. There have been some special weather statements on some of this, which just means, hey, you might have some 40-mile-per-hour winds with some of this, but no warnings. And there is some of that language with this cell and this one, but not severe. And then this back here, south of Lumpkin also as well, but that's out of our area. So we're watching and waiting to see if anything's going to pop up. If it does, and we were to get more activity as we go on through tonight, then we could see some gusty winds or hail. So far, it's just not coming together, which I'm okay with that. I'm sure you probably are as well. Let's take a look at the storm outlook. You can see we're still in a level 1. That level 2 has been trimmed back now. They did have it down here in our northern counties. This has been shoved farther up to the north now. So we're no longer in a level 2. We're all in a level 1. Again, it's kind of it's the lowest end, just sort of a blanket, just says, hey, let's keep an eye out just in case we see a storm or two that could kick up a little bit, but that's not really what we're seeing. So let's take a look at the graph model. Interested to see where this thing is going to start here, because it was already thinking that we had thunderstorms all over the place at this time, which you can see we do not. So as we go forward in the next hour to hour and a half, it thinks that this is the way the radar is going to look. Well, there may be something similar to that. We'll have to wait and see. And then kind of eventually fizzling out as we go through the overnight. Let's go to the high-res model. This one comes out a little more often. It's kind of initializing, right? It does show that as we get through the 10, 11 o'clock hour, kind of pushing from southwest counties toward the northeast. So if this is right, over the next couple of hours, we could get a wave of a few showers and storms. So we're going backwards here. So we'll see if this pans out. What it's doing here is, and I can kind of see what it's playing off of, there's a sea breeze. We're actually seeing two outflows coming together right here. Right? So here's one. That's wind coming across. You can see it there. Here's wind coming in from the south from these storms. So let's see if any of this kind of comes together and creates this sort of arc of thunderstorms that high-res model is calling for. So far, again, it has not done that, which again is okay. It'd be nice to have the rain, but we don't really want all the fireworks that come with it. So again, think more potential for showers and storms. Many of those have not been realized, obviously. So let's take a look at the hail situation and see if there's anything out there. Yeah, there's a little bit of a hail core in there. Matter of fact, maybe an inch in diameter as you get into parts of Dooley County west of 75. You can see right here on the scale, that's getting up about an inch in diameter there in the yellow. So I'm sure that's the reason for the special weather statement on that one. And we'll go back and go forward, and we kind of seeing that one kind of flaring up now. So we'll see what happens if that becomes something more. If it became something of, for a warning, it would probably be something that would sort of shoot off in a polygon in this direction, maybe South Houston, Pulaski, and Dooley. Right now, nothing doing on that. But we will, let's save that there. All right. So again, you're kind of following, in the summertime, I love to watch outflow boundaries. They're fun. It's literally the wind is what it is. So there is the wind coming in from the east, and there it is coming in from the south. Now, If you think about wind kind of colliding together, it's going to push the air in the vertical because they're going to push each other, and that air's got to go somewhere, so it goes up. And so sometimes you'll see thunderstorms that'll develop along that convergence of these boundaries here. So far not seeing it, but it would kind of go track with what the models were showing, with maybe something in here forming in a little while. Again, Dooley County, parts of crisp. That's the only thing we're seeing for right now. So once again, if you're just joining us, no severe weather, no watches, no warnings. Storm outlook again has been trimmed back. Again, that level 2 was dragged down into our northern counties today. So the National Weather Service has been trimming this stuff back. There was also a level 2 in southeast Georgia. That's already rained itself out. So we're left with the lowest end, level 1. Tomorrow, also a level 1, if things pop up. And again, the models all day today, looking ahead to tomorrow, have not been showing a whole lot on the radar. So we'll see how it actually plays out. And then Saturday, in an ironic twist, there is no threat level, although our rain chance is up for that day. Let me walk you through Futureview. Again, this one, the new update on this will come in about an hour. So this is an older model. So it's clearly not initializing right. It's just been out for a while. So it thought that there would be thunderstorms all over the place in our southwestern counties at this point. So it's not the case. So we'll see if any of this materializes tonight. Let's go forward though. As we head into tomorrow afternoon, notice this, 3, 4, 5 o'clock, still nothing. 6, 7, 8, 9, still nothing. And if that's right, we go through the whole day seeing nothing and we're in a level 1, but we'll see how it goes. The next model run may show something different. Saturday morning, a few light sprinkles possible. And then as we go through the day, 3, 4 in the afternoon, 5, 6, showers, maybe a few rumblers rolling from south to north. And we keep this pattern going possibly all day on Sunday for Mother's Day. Apologies. Doesn't look to be the greatest outdoor weather weekend. All right. Let's go back to the radar again. It's going to be a pretty short segment here, seeing as how there's really nothing going on at this point other than some hail in Dooley County about to cross over 75, probably either toward Unadilla or a little south. It may come in through Unadilla. You may have some hail there in just a little bit between Unadilla and Pinehurst. And that hail core down a little bit from what it was a moment ago. You can see right through there, we had some yellow. And again, if you look on the scale, that was getting up about 1 inch in diameter, looking more like 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch, pea-size hail. So that's the thing with these kind of pulse storms. They call them that because they kind of pulse up for a little bit and then they sort of kind of fluctuate in intensity there. So some small hail in there, but not the same as what it was showing just a little bit ago. And again, we're watching toward the south and west to see this stuff in Alabama coming into southwest Georgia. Does any of that get its act together? And so far it had its act together and it looks like it's falling apart. So this right in here is the only thing that does have its act together for right now. And again, it's just pea-size hail with that. So far so good that we're not seeing a whole lot of anything out of this. But again, there still could be a shower or rumbler as we go on through tonight. We'll keep an eye on it and see how it goes. So that's the latest from here. I'll continue to watch this, and we will see you at 10 o'clock and, of course, at 11 o'clock show as well. Maybe the radar has something on it by then. We'll see. Thanks for joining us.